Hello, it's me, and today I'm making a Taiwanese style chicken curry. It's quite straightforward. I'm starting now. That's it. Maybe lower it down a little bit. Alright, going to heat the oil up. About a tablespoon, or maybe slightly more. I'm not sure. So I have to heat the oil over medium heat, and then I add the chicken in one layer. It's chicken breast. I've already cut it up because I want to do this quickly. I don't want to take hours. Right, let's get this on hot. I want a bit of colour on it if possible. I think I've got all my herbs and spices out. I think I've got everything I need out apart from soy sauce. I get this one in a Korean shop and it's gluten free. I'm not gluten free, but my daughter is, so I've got a lot of gluten free products in the house. I will not be following the recipe exactly because 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, and I've made this meal before quite a few times, and yeah, 1 teaspoon is not enough, so I'm going to change it a little bit. This oil is now hot. I'm going to put this chicken in one layer. And cook for 2 minutes on a highish heat, and then turn each piece round. There. Loads of coffee. I like cooking when I'm drinking coffee. Well, I like drinking coffee all the time. I could drink it in my sleep. I'm going to turn it round with a metal utensil, but I'm going to be very careful because it is Teflon. I wish I'd invent something better than Teflon that wasn't dangerous. Well, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows if it's dangerous or not over time? Alright, I'm turning each piece round now and cooking for another about 2 minutes. I only use 2 chicken breasts for 2 people. I don't eat a lot of chicken, or meat at all. So Maurice will get most of the meat. And I'll be serving it with jasmine rice out of the packet. Paint it when it spits. Makes a right mess of the cooker. I'm turning it down anyway because it's not, it's not that reliable. I'm getting burnt, basically. That's it. Yeah, you want to cook chicken breast as quick as you can. I turned it right off the oven. Turned it right off the cooker. I'm going to move that over here. Now I'm going to add some spices. First of all, sugar, turmeric and curry powder. How much turmeric? 1 teaspoon. Salt and sugar. Alright, I've got some coconut sugar here. You can use any sugar. It's nice. If they sell it in Sainsbury's. I don't think I'll add all of it. Said a pinch. Well, mine's a bit more than a pinch. What next? Salt. Salt. A good grind of salt. That's enough. 1 teaspoon of turmeric. That's about right. I just prefer when I'm adding spices to take it off the heat so they don't burn. And what was the last thing on this bit? Salt, sugar, turmeric and curry powder. And that's a tablespoon. So 2 teaspoons is equivalent to a tablespoon approximately. And I like to do it quite heaped. There. That's plenty, I think. Alright, I'll give it a stir off the heat and then put it back in on the heat. Or will I be adding some liquid? Unfortunately, I can't boil the kettle, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the water. Wait a minute. I'd sake. I'll put it back on the heat. I haven't got sake, but I've got something similar, but it's sweeter. So this might end up being a bit of a sweetish dish. So I'm gonna add, I'm gonna add a tablespoon of mirin, which is a sweet. It's not that sweet actually. A sweet rice wine. But use sake. Utaka do a good cooking sake. They sell it in most supermarkets. How much? A tablespoon. I don't know. Tablespoon was it? Let's just check. Yes. I think that's half a tablespoon, so that's it. I think it was, it doesn't matter anyway. What else do I need? It has got alcohol in it, but not this one. Then add the onion. I'm using frozen onion. So much more convenient. And that's not the main reason. That's not the main reason though. Come on, you haven't got long. Chopped onions. The main reason is when I've bought onions from the supermarket, either bagged up or loose, when I've opened them up, they're horribly green inside, or just dried out or manky, rotten. There's not much in there, so I'll add some more of this onion, diced white onion. Very cool, very good idea, whoever thought of it. So now turn it up a little bit. There. I should have read all the instructions before starting, really. Alright, what comes after the onion? I'll add the soy sauce and stir a few times to coat. Oh yeah, I'm going to add a star anise. That's not in the recipe, but I like it. I love it in all curries. I haven't added the soy sauce yet, that's probably at the end. Oh, it's doing alright. It's doing alright, that's doing alright. Smelling nice. Alright, I can put the mirroring away, I don't need that. I've added that, haven't I? Yeah, instead of sarking. Alright, add the soy sauce. Tablespoon. I think this is half a tablespoon, but it might actually be a tablespoon. I think that'll be enough. Yeah. And then stir to coat. It smells lovely. I wish you could smell it. It looks great. You can't see anything in the dish at the moment. I'll show you in a minute what it looks like. I'll keep this in the fridge, this one. Some have to be refrigerated. Alright, I'll show you quickly. I know my mat. Where's my mat? Here it is. I'd be lost without this mat. Be careful of that high heat. Have to move it down a bit. There. Get a spoon out. No, why is it? I know. There. No. Oh. It's ridiculous. I know, I'll move it lower down. That's it. There, it's a better look. But it's a lot browner than that. That looks pink. Trust me, the colours are deceptive. There. It's a lot browner than that. It's a golden brown. Yeah, it's a lovely colour. It's not pink like it looked in that picture. Alright, what next? Add the chicken broth. Well, what I'm going to do is add the water first. So I need, it said 1.5 American cups, which is about 350 millilitres. So I get my jug out. I'm going to add that and then put the stock cube in when it's hot. 350 millilitres. I'll turn that up as well. Drink some more of my coffee before it's cold. So I'm turning it up. It'll be boiling away in no time, even on number 6. Mine goes on up to number 8. All my knobs, apart from the ovens, obviously. The hobnobs, yeah, the hobnobs go up to, just checking for time, yes. Alright. Get my chicken stock pots ready, and it's my favourite one. It's jellified. It's not a crumbly cube. Don't like them. Ugh. Unfortunately, this has got British herbs in, I think. Like thyme or something. Wish they wouldn't do that. I wish it was just plain. Alright, I'm going to add it now. Makes a nice plopping noise when it goes in. And it always goes in one go. That bin can be temperamental at times. Make sure it doesn't open. Make sure that stock cube dissolves, or the stock pot dissolves, unlike last time. I think it was left in the bottom of, what was that noise? It was left in the bottom of the jug, most of it. Yeah, this smells really, really nice. Remember, this is me and Morris's dinner, so I won't be able to finish it all, but I'll explain everything to you, and I'll give you a link to the recipe. I'm going to I should have added this before. Star anise. I like to get the really nice stars out, not the broken ones. And we seem to give you broken ones in the supermarket. Really winds me up. I'm going to get some kitchen roll and put some on there and pick out the best ones. I found 1 star. Oh no, it's not even a complete star. Oh, I'm just going to add that one. There. I'm not going to add 2 because it's quite pungent. It's lovely, just like aniseed it is. I'm not adding that black cardamom because that would be too much flavour going on. Sometimes too much flavourings. Oh, I've got onion and garlic granules as well. When am I going to use those? Cover and allow to simmer for 5 minutes. Oh, well, it's been simmering for about a few minutes anyway, hasn't it? Doesn't matter. There's no actual rules in cookery, is there? Apart from when you're making cakes and stuff. Then I add the carrots, the onion powder and garlic powder. Right, so I need a teaspoon again, or a spoon, it doesn't really matter. I use my fancy wooden spoon that I got from the New Forest. They had a shop made out of, that sold wooden products like wooden toys, wooden jewellery, and I bought some wooden stud earrings, or button earrings I think you should call them, and they were made of walnut wood. Yeah, really nice. We're doing alright for time. Alright, that's 5 minutes now. Just take one more gulp of my coffee. I don't want to overcook this. Right, I'm going to turn it off for a minute. Alright, garlic granules. I put one of those in. And I put 2 of onion granules. Onion granules, just 2. Don't get it mixed up with onion salt. It's not the same thing. This is just onion ground up and 1 of garlic. Oh, that's a bit too much, isn't it? No. Be a daredevil. Have I used the turmeric yet? Yeah, I did that at the beginning, didn't I? Let's check. Yeah. Oh, carrots. Yeah, alright, carrots next. Defrosted carrots. Baby carrots, defrosted slightly. Or quite a bit. Oh, it's not a lot of carrots, but enough to suffice. Yeah, I defrosted them and cut them up a bit. Not that they were that big. Put it back on. Put the timer on for 5 minutes. Minutes 50. Alright, what next? Be horrible if I forgot something. Alright, I'm going to do something a little bit different. Just put this up. Because I'm adding a thickener. But if I add it now, when I come to reheat it, it's not going to work. It's going to be thin. So this will be something I will add when just before me and Morris eat. But I'll show you what you will do. Just hold on a minute. Alright, this is corn flour, but the recipe uses arrowroot, which I've used before, but you can use corn flour, and you probably know what to do anyway. What you do is you get a small bowl, and how much do they suggest? Wait a minute. It says 2 teaspoons of arrowroot or corn flour to 1 tablespoon. But in my way of thinking, that's the same thing. So 2 teaspoons of water and 2 teaspoons of 2 teaspoons of cold water and 2 teaspoons of corn flour. But you can get it to the thickness you want. Give it a really good stir. You have to try and use it straight away, otherwise it gets thick really quickly in the bowl. So that's what I'll be doing later before I dish it up. Alright, I think 5 minutes is gone now. I'll just take one more gulp of coffee. I'm actually drinking it all up. Oh, I turned it off, didn't I? Don't worry. It's gonna stay in the pot for ages anyway, so it'll cook anyway. At last, I've got my bird's eye petit pois. I kept buying Sainsbury's own petit pois, and they're horrible. Always get bird's eye if you can afford it. You know, if you're not on too much of a budget. But there's some things you just cannot beat. Yeah, it's looking good. I'm adding the peas now. And that's the last bit of cooking that you'll see me doing. And I cook this for 5 minutes. I like quite a lot of peas. Could have done with some more carrots. Yeah, it's quite thin at the moment. So I'm going to put the lid on and let that cook. No, I'm going to cook it without the lid on. And just let it sort of evaporate a bit. Put that in a food bag. Oh, I must spend a small fortune on these food bags. I just don't like my fridge full of peas jumping about in there. So I like certain things to be wrapped up really well, especially garlic and stuff like that. I was thinking of making some sort of coconut, because I've still got loads of that coconut chutney or relish. I might look that up later on. If I did make one, I would let you know. Alright, I can put that away. Most of these spices I want to keep in the living room. Not so much as star anise that can stay in here. But these ones, I just don't like steam getting into them. I've got so many in that cupboard, it's ridiculous. I actually did throw a few spices away. Like sumac. When do I ever use sumac? About once every 5 years. Luckily it was out of date and I was pleased to see it go. Alright. Turn this right up. I want it to evaporate a bit, but the corn flour will thicken it up. So that was a quick, easy dinner for me. And it's on 28. I thought it would be quicker than that. I don't think I'll ever make a quick video. So slow. Just put that there, rinse this out. Oh, actually need that. I'll have to be careful because Alf is in there. Oh, how am I going to do it? Yeah, I'll first of all show you what it looks like. I'll take it off the heat now, I can always do that. That'll be cooked anyway. Oh shit, we're taking it off the Velcro. That's not what I want. Actually, I'm taking it off the Velcro now. Looks great, doesn't it? What do you reckon? I'm going to take a thumbnail picture now, I think. Oh no, I better do that when I stop the video. So, that is the curry. And I'm going to be thickening it before serving it. You don't have to thicken it if you don't want to. You can just reduce it down. You can just reduce it down. You like my lipstick? Yeah, I made a video earlier and I wasn't in a very good mood. So you can watch that if you want. I've enjoyed cooking you Taiwanese style. I'm not even sure where Taiwan is. I know it's near it's an island, isn't it? Right near Japan, Korea. I don't know, that sort of area. I'll have to find out. I was going to look at a map, but I forgot. But there was indigenous people there that didn't look anything like Chinese people or anything. There are still indigenous people there. But I think the main group there now, unfortunately, not unfortunately, it's just sad when another culture goes to a country and then takes over, like what happens in most of the world really. North America, Australia, countries like that. Anyway, I'll have to find out more about the indigenous Taiwanese. That would be very interesting, but it seems like most of the Taiwanese that I get to see on not K-dramas, what would you call them, T-dramas, they are Chinese and their language is, they speak Mandarin Chinese, which is the most common Chinese language. It's something like 70% of Chinese people speak it. I personally prefer the sound of Cantonese. Yes, I can tell the difference. I do not like the sound of Mandarin. It's very difficult for me to watch a drama or series with that accent and language. It's a bit annoying. I shouldn't say things like that, but I'm not racist. Because I don't like the sound of Dutch either, or South African. I think you get used to the accents eventually. Not many people like my accents. In fact, I use one of my, I like to swap my trailers around now and again, just so that the trailer can get more views. And I put this one up. It was a quite goodish video, but it didn't get a lot of views. I don't think it did. No, it was really boring, I think. Not only that, the voice. As soon as I went onto my channel, I thought, no, I can't listen to that voice. It's awful. It was really harsh and really grating. Oh, it was awful. So I hope my voice on here is not so bad. In fact, I'm going to try and speak in a ladylike way all the time. What do you think of this accent? Do you like it? Do you think it sounds put on? Should I speak like this all the time now? Or do I sound like a lady of the night? I'm thinking of making an ASMR video, but I've forgotten what ASMR stands for. And I thought, oh, that pot's really hot. I thought I could make it a little bit, not sexy exactly, but a bit glam. I might comb my hair, brush my arms with illuminating powder, rub some cream on my goiter. That'll be exciting, won't it? You see, have you ever seen a woman rub cream on her goiter? It's very erotic. you whisper, you talk really quietly, and you can make all sorts of clicking noises like this. We can whistle or blow. And I think it's going to cramp myself. What it's meant to do is meant to make you relax before bedtime and sleep well and make you feel relaxed, you know. But I'll give it a go just for a laugh. I'll try and find a sort of... No, not low cut. None of my tops are low cut really. But I'll try and find something very feminine to wear, like my lovely long dress. Not that black one, that other one I showed you. And I'll try and maybe put a bit of makeup on, but not too much. And just make it very, very relaxing. And see if it works. Alright then, that's my curry done. And in a minute I'm going to take the thumbnail. So I hope you liked it. And I'll put a link to the recipe in the description box. Au revoir.